Set Girl.
I would class myself as an adventurous person who loves to dive into new challenges and upgrade my experiences and comprehension about different living conditions. And I have nurtured a dream of living in one of the most reputable places in New York, which is the penthouse, and I will tell you about my dream. Since I was a child, I was constantly exposed to a variety of videos and films showing the spectacular sceneries of living in one of the top-notch apartments located in New York City, so I always dreamed of living there in the future. Even though I know that this is tremendously challenging for my financial budget as well as my financial abilities and my daily life, I think the reason why I want to accommodate in this place is because New York is one of the best cities to live in. So I can satisfy my passion for discovering this fascinating area. I think that living there can help me to catch sight of very spectacular sightseeing and the beauty of New York, so I can stand on the top of the world to witness the beautiful merits of America. I imagine that my accommodation will have the eye-catching and gorgeous design, so I can immerse myself in the enjoying the beautiful sceneries outside my window. Not to mention that I could access a range of cutting-edge facilities such as swimming pools, gyms, and appealing parks. So I think living there in the penthouse in New York City is the once-in-a-lifetime experience, even though the cost of living there is exorbitant for me. So, I constantly told myself that in the future, I will work more diligently to tighten my budget, in the belief that I could have sufficient money to experience even one night in that penthouse, so that I can live my life to the fullest. The first question, what kinds of apartments are most popular? Well, this question is really tricky since I don't know many kinds of apartments in my country and in the world. However, I believe that in the past, people used to live with their parents and older generations under the same roof. However, extended families are gradually changing to nuclear families, so people just live with a few members, and I think two-rooms apartment is more appropriate for the majority of people in my country. Parents and children will have personal space to pursue their personal interests, and I think living in apartments can be beneficial for people since they can gain access to a wide range of modern facilities and enhance their living standards. The second question is, what are the differences between houses that young people and old people like? I think there is a significant difference between the preference of old and young people when it comes to their living conditions. For youngsters, they have a thing for accommodating in apartments so they can easily use some modern facilities such as swimming pools, sport cars, and those apartments are really convenient for them because they are located in central areas, so they can easily go to many places that they prefer or use the transport facilities. By contrast, the elderly don't want to live in the festive atmosphere, so they love to reside in some tranquil places, and they prefer houses because they think it is more spacious and they can shy away from the stuffy feelings to cultivate their sense of relaxation. Next question, what are the differences between apartments and houses? I believe there is a huge difference between living in apartments and living in a house. The first difference is that people living in apartments have to pay for distinctive expenses, including security fees, management fees, which sometimes put a strain on their financial abilities. However, they can use a lot of facilities to satisfy their daily demands and help them relieve their stress after working really hard. By contrast, living in houses can be more convenient because people can park their vehicles everywhere, and they can park them in the garden, and they don't have to use elevators, so they can save a significant amount of time. However, I think living in houses can be less secure since there are not many surveillance cameras or security guards to protect their properties.
Ok, bây giờ chúng ta hãy cùng nhau học từ mới nha. Đầu tiên chúng ta sẽ có một động từ là expose to, có nghĩa là hướng về, tiếp xúc với. Vậy thì be constantly exposed to something, có nghĩa là được tiếp xúc với, liên tục được tương tác với cái gì đó, và nó tương tự với interact with. Một cụm tiếp theo là live my life to the fullest, có nghĩa là sống một cuộc sống trọn vẹn nhất. Khi mình nói mình làm cái gì đó mà thỏa mãn được cái đam mê của mình thì I can live my life to the fullest. Một danh từ tiếp theo là amenity. Amenity có nghĩa là tiện ích. Nó tương tự với facilities, có nghĩa là tiện nghi, tiện ích. Ví dụ mình sống trong một cái chung cư có nhiều tiện ích thì mình nói là amenities. Một tính từ tiếp theo là festive, có nghĩa là sôi nổi, sôi động, và nó tương tự với tính từ khác là vibrant. Một tính từ khác nữa đó là spacious, có nghĩa là rộng rãi. Khi mình nói một khu vực nào đó rộng rãi, có nhiều diện tích thì mình có thể nói là it is spacious. Và nó tương tự với large hoặc là capacious, cũng có nghĩa là rộng rãi. Tiếp theo chúng ta sẽ có một tính từ là stuffy, có nghĩa là chật chội, cảm thấy ngột ngạt á. Ví dụ mình ở trong nhà hoài mình sẽ cảm thấy là I feel stuffy. Và cuối cùng chúng ta sẽ có là surveillance cameras, có nghĩa là camera quan sát. Ví dụ bạn đi xe buýt hoặc là khi bạn đi đến một nơi nào đó có nhiều camera thì nó sẽ nói là there are some surveillance cameras in this area.